Good afternoon. It's August the 25th. We're going to wrap up today, and it is a little bit early. I won't have the closing time, so we'll make our usual assumptions. When we left the E-mini an hour ago, we thought that we might close this thing in the 96 area. We still feel that overall direction of the market is higher. We've got really good participation still by the 50-lot trader, and you can see that their impact on the market. Now, this morning's session, we started out, we wanted to be long. We thought the market was headed for 2,000. We hoped to buy 90s to 92s right in this area, and the market stopped at 93. We did say it might take higher to get in. So right here we have a beautiful retest failure. Could have been long in the 94.50, 95 area, and the first stop was 98.50. So you had a shot at 3 points. Market comes back down, a mean green trade. You're long in the 95.50 area, and the market trades up to 99.75 for another 3 points. Beautiful retest failure. I didn't think the market would break over lunch. I thought we were headed into lunch. Little did I know, right? So we get a nice retest failure. This is profit taking. Not surprised that we went and got stops beneath the day session low. And then the market has essentially come back to volume. So right here's another retest failure trade. And you're long in the 94 area. And you had another shot at 3 points. So from the long side only, you made 9 points if you'd taken our trades off of our setups, if you'd added this short in here. And we weren't too interested in getting short, being perfectly frank. And reviewing my commentary, you could have picked up another 3 or more points out of it. So we've had better trading days, but 9 points out of the E-mini is not a bad way to start the day. Okay, what for tomorrow? When we take a look at the F1 screen, you're going to see that we've got a higher low and a higher high. And so we want to buy weakness to see if we can take out today's high, and if we can't, we can get short. Really good support here, this breakout from the 75, 78 area, and 82. So we've got basically 75 to 82 as our best support. We also have this little break right here at 86.50. So if we close this at 96, we'll be trying to buy the 92 area once again. If we close it lower than 96, then somewhere between 75 and 82 is where we're going to try to pick it off. But this screen says higher. And it doesn't take, in fact, it didn't take strong fundamentals to rally the market today. In fact, the news that came in on balance was bad for the theme. It didn't pay any attention to it. So we're dealing with a very strong market for reasons that probably escape the fundamentalists. The idea since March of 2009 is the Fed supporting the market. This market will not go into business loans or home loans or the rest of it. It's got to go somewhere, buy stocks, or work the spreads between different securities. And that's exactly what's happened. Now, from a volume standpoint, you can see we're pretty square. Leaning B, but it's still a pretty square distribution. So if we were to close right now, getting stops below the overnight session, the day session's low would be their play. So the first play would be 90 to 92, pretty much where we were this morning. And then the next spot would be 85, 87. And the easiest trade to sell, to see in the book, is selling failure to take out 2,000. That's just a very easy call, and 4 to 6 would be sell 2. We do have some news tomorrow. We got durable orders looking up 7%. That's a huge jump, but it's going to be basically aircraft. X-transportation up 0.6. That'll give you a better feed on the economy. Case-Shiller plus 8.3, so the appreciation in real estate is slowing down. FHFA housing price index looking for plus 0.4, and then consumer confidence at 88.3. So they'll be looking at durable orders, ex-transportation, and consumer confidence as the two numbers that'll drive tomorrow's trading. Okay, looking at the note, tomorrow is the 2-year auction in the note, and it almost always brings in a higher price. It's the safe place to go, and if you're worried about inflation and what might happen to you, then buy a piece of 2 or 3 year paper, and it's not the end of the world. We have an inside day, and that favors a trading range on this screen. So inside days, outside days, basically tell you the same thing. You get the F2 screen. Definitely a B, pointed lower, and during auction week, generally speaking, Tuesday morning is when you can expect the market to bottom. So for the overnight session, we can sell failure to take out the buck to 04 on the assumption the E-mini does not break, and then 7 to 11. And on the buy side, because it is a B, we have rejected prices below 27, but we have a shot for lower, so we'll make 25, 21, buy 1, but it may take 27s to get in. And then 17 to 13. So if the E-mini blows and goes and closes strong above 2,000, we're going to be able to buy it a little cheaper. If not, these numbers should work. Okay, looking at the 30-year. TPO-wise, it's extremely square. Volume-wise, it's leaning P, and that probably reflects knob spread buying. That's been a phenomena that we've dealt with really since the start of summer. So right here, selling failure to take out 24, 28. And if we blow through that, then it's going to be 31 to 03. I don't think we're going to break it out to the upside tonight. On the buy side, 13 to 17 because of the knob spread. Strength that it adds to the market, then 5 to 9. So the 30-year should lead to the upside. Okay, gold had a very quiet day, and we do have some Mondays that can get pretty quiet in gold before the big boys figure out that they got overhead to cover by the end of the week. So I'd look for a little more volatility in gold tomorrow. I still think 69 to 75 is pretty good support. So we'll look to be buyers once again in that 75 area. In the overnight, let it maybe 73, 75 for buy one. Let them get stops below today's lows. And if we get a nice short started in London, I would like that too. And 69 to 71 for buy two. That probably explains why gold was so quiet, Satam. Last week, a current general that's working on the Joint Chiefs of Staff said we need to take out ISIS and do it over there and do it quickly, and then he had to retract his statement. So it's not a given that this administration is going to do any more tit for tat. There's also stories out that we're working to put together a coalition between Syria, Russia, and ourselves to take ISIS out. Who knows? But there's always a possibility of ours. I think we've got about 100 airstrikes right now. And it has stopped their advances, but it certainly hasn't taken them out. Sell 1, 80 to 82, sell 2, 84 to 86. So the longer 75 holds, the easier it is for this market to rally back up to 1300. 80 to 82 will be our first sell, 84, 86, second sell. Okay, crude, the production out of the United States has buffered or mitigated the potential loss of Iraqi oil. Plenty of lift power from around the Persian Gulf. Saudi Arabia has been the swing producer forever. It allows the smaller countries to produce at a constant level, and Saudi Arabia ramps up or ramps down their production. They're capable of producing north of 10 million barrels a day. And everything runs pretty good for the kingdom in that 8.5 million barrels per day. Start getting below 8.5 million, and their welfare programs are jeopardized too. So to pay a lot of people to hold that whole thing together, not to attack you. Saudi Arabia's biggest problem, other than princes trying to overthrow the current ruling monarchy, would be on the east coast around the Persian Gulf where the Shia population is. But then you have Al-Qaeda that is constantly trying to foment trouble inside the royal kingdom. So all these people hold on to power. Their hold on power is tenuous at best. Okay, our low volume area down here is in this 93 area. Then the volume falls off pretty quickly below 92.75. So I still like the 93, 93 and a quarter by 1, and 92.50.75 by 2. On the sell side, the best sell still comes 94 to 94.50. We have a high right here, 75. So we'll make 75 to 94, sell 1. And then a quarter to 94.50 for sell 2. And we're only a headline away from, a very, very explosive rally up higher. And we can't forget that. So if you're playing to the short side, you really, really, really have to have protective stops in this contract. Because the surprise explosive moves are to the upside. Okay, on the euro, we like the short side. We are sellers every time, especially when we get a 50 to a 70 point rally, tick rally, and not points. In this particular contract, it just sets up a beautiful short. So we're at 32 here, at 32.05 to 15 area. Sell 1, and then 25 to 35, sell 2. I can't imagine what could be said or what could happen. Maybe peace breaking out in the Ukraine and all sanctions lifted. It's hard to see that happening. 75.85 for buy 1, pretty much where we were this morning. And then our 50 to 60. Off the charts we showed you earlier, 131 is now our new trading target. That's all I have. Like I said, it's going to take several hours to get things posted. So I've got a doctor's appointment that I've got to rush out to here in a few minutes. So I will get it up and posted this afternoon, and I will see you bright and early Tuesday morning, 6:45 Central. May have to go to the website to get our post-market analysis this afternoon.